welcome to our thrifty kitchen here in Brittany. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial to show how to make one of our family favourites. It's a very economical dish. It can be taken on picnics and school lunches or just eaten warm. You could have it with chips and beans, a real favourite in the UK, or you could have it with salad. So here is our tutorial for a sausage plait. Here are the ingredients for me to make the sausage plait. To the left is half a kilo of sausage meat. Sausage meat is minced pork, very finely minced pork or very finely ground pork. And here in France it has the addition of onion powder, garlic powder and herbs according to the ingredients on the back. So you could get minced pork, stick it in your food processor, finely grind it or mince it even more, add garlic powder, onion powder and mixed herbs and salt and pepper, and you've got sausage mix. To make the pastry, I have wheat flour, butter and lard and salt. That's all the ingredients. To make pastry, it's a very simple formula. Half fat to flour. You can just use lard, you can just use a vegetable fat, you can just use a solid cooking margarine like Echo in the UK or Stork. You can use a shop's own brand or you can just use butter. I like to use lard and butter. It's the traditional recipe. The next stage after this is to rub in the fat to the flour with your fingers, or you can just pop all of this in a food processor and pulse it and it will become breadcrumbs. Then add enough cold water, mixing it with a knife, a spoon or your fingers until it forms a dough. Here is the finished results. I want to show you, it's not perfect. Still got little lumps of butter in there. Now, when this finally cooks, those little lumps of butter will form kind of layers and it kind of makes it flaky and crumbly and light. So don't worry if it's not perfect. We're not a factory, we're a home, and homes are not perfect. Here is my finished dough. I thought I'd show you the consistency of it. It's quite soft. It's quite soft. Now the important thing to do with any pastry before you use it, and it's all to do about chilling the fats in it so it makes it nice and flaky and crusty, is this now must be chilled for an hour. There you go. I have taken my pastry, I've rolled it out into a big oblong, I have taken my sausage meat and I have flattened it out. You can learn from my mistake. Last time I made this, I made it rounder and it took longer to cook. So I'm now going to cut my pastry so I will be able to plait it. So you'll just have to watch now of what I do. So you can see I've cut the two ends so they fit in. I now need to trim my pastry a little bit. I have a very sharp knife. So I'm trimming my pastry down. I don't need as much as I thought I did. Any spare bits of pastry all get frozen. Now watch what I do. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that side. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch. One side, the other side. 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 One side, the other side, one side, the other side. I'm going to use my egg glaze to glue the ends down. Excuse me, stretching over. Okay, back over to here. So I'm going to glue it all together with my egg glaze. One side. Nice, isn't it? You get the whole experience of the cook making the mistakes. A minute. And that side. And this side. And the egg makes a really good glue. And the last bit. Well, there it is. My plait. I'm now going to glaze it. I've got one beaten free range egg, and I'm going to make sure that every single bit of this is well coated with egg. I'm doing it in real time. Often, if you've watched TV shows or slick vloggers or slick Instagrammers, you're seeing a lot of editing. No editing with me. This is real home cooking. I made the pastry, it's just sausage mix. There's nothing fancy going in it. I mean, who's got time for that? What I would say with the egg that you will have left over, you can just microwave it and stick it in a sandwich. I've got dog's dinner time coming up. I'll microwave it and add it to my dog's dinner. So there it is. I'm going to chill this for half an hour, and then I will stick my oven on in 15 minutes time. So the oven heats up for 15 minutes. I will put the oven on to 200 degrees fan. Here is the finished sausage plait. I had mine in the oven for about 40 minutes. Now, every oven is different. You may need a little less, you might need a little more. If it starts to brown too quickly, take a piece of aluminium foil, fold it in half, place it over the top. Just handy hints for your cooking there. There is the sausage plait. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Could I ask, if you are not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe bell and you will never miss any of our thrifty videos. Thank you to everybody who gives it a thumbs up. It really does help. And thank you, most of all, thank you so much to everyone who leaves a comment. Is there a thrifty recipe you would like me to make a tutorial for? If so, leave a comment below. That just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.